Hello, this is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers Podcast. Yes, I know you haven't seen me in a long time. I haven't seen Kelly in a long time, and we were sort of catching up because of the fact that I've been out. I've been unavailable. For those who don't know, I got COVID. My business partner got COVID. Our VA got COVID. And so, pretty much the majority, well, definitely parts of August, all of September, and pretty much all of October, there was nothing that we could do. We just had to get through our journey. So, normally you would see me at this point with the oxygen mask on, but I am at a place right now because they're trying to wean me off of oxygen, that I can, as long as I'm sitting, I'm good to go for about a good 90% of the time. If I'm sitting, it's when I'm moving around, I got to put the oxygen back on. So I have the hoses, the machine is out in the hallway, but I have my hose whenever I need to uh, get up and move around a lot. So I am so glad to be here. I will tell you, short story. I had to go run an errand earlier, and I have clearly not gauged how long it takes me to do absolutely anything. So I drive around. I have a portable oxygen tank on wheels that I have to take with me everywhere to lug and get into the car and to pull out of the car. And it is not light after you do that multiple times a day. So, in any case, today I figured it would just take me maybe about an hour to run this errand. No. It is literally like I have to double the amount of time I think anything is going to take me. So, I thank Kelly for her grace and mercy and her patience with me because I clearly thought that I would be done in an hour, and it takes me about 2 hours. And I wasn't going far. One place was 2.5 miles, the other one was 5, and coming right back. So, in any case, thank you so much, Kelly. I'm glad to see you. Tell me what you've been up to. How are things going in your business before we get into it?
Well, been just a lot of listing, and now the weather's cooled down here in Texas. I've been hitting a lot of community garage sales, so I've been finding some stuff to, you know, because sometimes the garage sales they slow down. A lot of times in other areas of the country they're closed. Like there's garage sale season totally poof, goes away because of the winter weather. Here in Texas, it's not that bad. It'll be December and there's still garage sales going on, but you know, they seem to have a lot of community ride sales in October and April when the weather's cooler. So I like those community garage sales. I call it trick or treating, like for adults, because you're going house to house to get goodies, and then you got to pay for them. So,
Yeah, and I love it when churches get together and have the community
mhm,
garage sale in like a big giant parking lot, and everybody brings their
mhm.
stuff and sets up tables. I've done that for fundraisers for autism before. So yeah, I do. I used to hit community garage sales, and I used to be part of community garage sales, and not right now though. So did you find any good treasures?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I found some Ed Hardy jeans. I know that I paid. That booth was everything was free. You just had to donate to their thing. So I got about 7 or 8 pieces of vintage clothing. That's what I'm really getting into is selling vintage clothes.
Hmm.
I found about 7 or 8 pieces of clothing, and I give them $20, and those jeans I have them listed, and they'll probably sell for about 70. Just those jeans. And then I picked up a Western theme vintage jacket from that same garage sale, and that probably will go for about 45. So $20 into at least that's over $100 right there, just
Oh,
two pieces. So
that's a
yeah.
nice flip. That is
Mhm.
nice. Oh my goodness. I love it when I hear those stories. And I know Tony, who's on our leadership, she has been couponing like crazy, finding a whole bunch of crazy deals and stacking stuff. She's buying. I think one of them I saw was like $100 or $200 worth of stuff, and she paid like $4 for it. I'm like, you make me sick. So, meaning she paid $4 with all of her cashback sale or clearance, cashback rebates, and all that other stuff. She ended up paying $4 for $100 or $200 worth of inventory, and she's gonna go flip it, for 100% profit. Like ridiculous.
Just shows you that there's lots of different ways to do reselling. You can go and do retail arbitrage, or you can go hit the thrift stores and garage sales and estate sales. So you know, there's different ways that you can find that works with what you want to do and what you
Absolutely.
like to do. Find what you like to do to make it more enjoyable.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I know that in my business and Renata's business, because of the fact that we've been down and out in Beverly Hills, August, September, October, that would have been August and September would be our window to like prep for Q4. So we're ready for October. And so we are literally kept bringing up the rear at this point, like massively bringing up the rear. So I will probably chronicle parts of my journey to bring up the rear, meaning all of the stuff that I would have done in August. I'm just now getting started going. And right before Black Friday, I think Black Friday is 4 weeks away, and which is crazy. And I am bringing up the rear like a crazy person, but I'm doing it slow. I'm the tortoise. Clearly, I'm the tortoise because I can't move that fast. So I've been blessed to be able to hire my son and my brother kind of helped me a little bit in my business. I hired a lady to help me with listings. And then I may have one more person that's supposed to come in the house this week. We'll see to help me because, again, I can't, I can do certain things around the house. I can move some of the tubs, but, after a certain period of time, the exertion and everything, I have to turn my oxygen up and try to move around, and I can only do it for so long. So my stamina is shot. We're working on rebuilding it. So it takes me a little bit longer to do things, but I'll chronicle what we do, how we do it, and how the business is going. We have, with my lister, I've gotten several sales. As a matter of fact, we have some shipments downstairs that I need to get ready. So that's been pretty cool to work with the boys every single day for the last week. We have sales, we have shipments that need to go out, trying to get things straightened out with deliver. Because again, I was offline for so long. There's been so many things that are out of whack, but we'll get it done. So if you are a new seller and you're like, oh, I don't know if this e-commerce thing will work for me, or I don't know if I can do it. It's so late. It's so close to Q4. Let me just tell you something. Yes, there'll be a boatload of sales that will happen the week before Black Friday, the week of Black Friday, the week after Black Friday, 2 weeks after that. There's going to be a whole bunch of sales. And so you have like almost from the week before Black Friday until the weekend before Christmas, you have almost 4 weeks to still be able to sell. So getting started this late in the game, yeah, it's kind of bad. But will I be able to get some sales? Absolutely. Will I make some money? Absolutely. So I just want to show people that it's still doable, regardless of when you start. It's just the fact that you start. Would
Mhm.
you agree, Kelly?
Yes, especially since last year we had a lot of trouble with um like the post office being a lot slower. So you want to make sure you get that stuff listed now. I mean, I was listing Christmas stuff. I mean, Christmas is 2 months away, and it's Halloween today. Halloween was recently, and um you know so we gotta start Christmas people we start Christmas shopping because they're here. There's ships stuck out in the over there in California. They can't get everything unloaded fast enough to get to the store shelves.
Correct.
So people would go online.
Yeah.
So if you're shipping stuff into Amazon, get that stuff in now.
Don't wait.
Don't wait.
Yeah.
If
Typically,
it,
Amazon has that deadline. I want to say somewhere around November the 4th or the 2nd, where they're saying if you want it available by Black Friday, you need to make sure that you have your stuff. Make sure your stuff is into us or shipped to us by
mhm.
this date. So it needs to be on its way. So you need to today's Monday, the first, you need to make sure that you're packaging up and getting it out the door if you're planning on having it checked in and available and online for Black Friday.
Yeah, if you want to do FBA, if you want to, go
Merchant
ahead and
fulfill.
put some merchant fulfilled, save some back and do merchant fulfilled, because everyone's going to be shipping into Amazon, and then the warehouses slow down. So maybe you'll be the only one who has it because everyone is sending it all into the warehouses, and you keep some back,
Yep.
and do merchant fulfilled,
Yep.
and you may be the only one on the listing who has it available, and people want it right then. They don't want to wait 2 weeks.
That's right. So
So
yeah, be smart and be strategic. If you're shipping today, do hold a couple of them back, send in what you're going to send in, and just continue to be persistent, be consistent. So Kelly mentioned already, like if you're still in need of inventory, you got some opportunities. They're still around the United States, different estate sales, garage sales. You can look for businesses that are going out of business. So store closings, things like that, liquidation. Those are all opportunities to grab inventory. The news has done a great job of stirring up people to get them to start spending money now for Christmas. Almost all the stores have released their Black Friday specials. So, again, the news has done a great job of saying don't wait because the store shelves might be empty because of the current supply chain issue. Whether some people don't believe it's real, some people do believe it's real. I'm just saying there's clearly some stuff going on. So, if you're sourcing all the time, going out and doing some retail arbitrage, doing online arbitrage, and you're buying all the time, even if when by the time you receive it, let's say you place the orders today, you get it to your house by or to your prep center by next week. Just think about the fact that if that item is no longer on the store shelves anywhere, you can relist it like 2 weeks before Christmas, 3 weeks before Christmas, after Black Friday, and make a lot of money. Not that we're trying to do price gouging, but you can definitely make a lot of money, get all your money back on those items. So I would encourage everybody to check out the Black Friday deals. There's a lot of them. And I would encourage people that if you are not sourcing, retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, as much as people who do private label and wholesale, there are a lot of people that do that, and some of them have gotten their inventory. Quite a few have gotten their inventory, but some of them have not received their inventory because it's still on a boat somewhere out in the middle of the ocean. So if they haven't gotten their inventory, retail arbitrage and online arbitrage is always a great fallback. Going out to garage sales, going out to estate sales, going out to even like we have local flea markets and the little boutiques, the mercantile boutiques where they have collectibles. Like you can source from everywhere, including your gas station. There's a bunch of stuff at Buc-ee's. So a bunch of people go to Buc-ee's and you can source from that. There's so many places that you can source from. So expand how you think about sourcing and just take the opportunity to just source, period, and take action. Get your stuff listed. Even those that are just getting started, can make some money, can get some sales. Trust me on that. What else would you add to that, Kelly?
Also, don't think just Christmas toys and stuff. There's other stuff that's usually on the shelves that still are stuck on those ships. Winter clothes, uh, jackets, coats. If your kids have stuff that's in good condition that they just outgrown, throw it up there, list it. I sold a snowsuit in 2 days. That and I sold it. I mean, I remember I paid maybe $2 for it. I sold it for $38 on Poshmark. So yeah, you can list different sites. Also think about different shippers. Just the post office, their prices has really gone up. And so FedEx and UPS are taking advantage of that, and they're offering lower prices. You can go on use pirateship.com, free to use, and you can ship lower pricing UPS. And you're like, well, I don't have a UPS store around me. You can drop off UPS at Michael's. You can drop it off. I think it's like AutoZone or something. One of the, there's lots of UPS drop-off places. I think Walgreens or CVS, one of them too. Office Depot. There's lots of places you can drop off UPS boxes at, besides just UPS stores and UPS centers. So, but think about seeing that lower price might be a thing for your customers. Instead of paying, I had one the other day. It would have cost me like about $14 to ship it UPS with the post office. With UPS, it was $9 and something.
Nice.
So that's a big difference, a big savings. And you also looked at the time, and it was about the same shipping time.
Mm. Okay.
So you want to make sure when you're looking at the different shippers, um, if the shipping time is going to be the same. Priority mails usually 2 to 3 days, and you can get like FedEx home deliveries 2 to 3 days, and some UPS is 2 to 3 days, and just you know compare the shipping so that you can get it to your customers within their requested time, but also save yourself and your business some money.
There you go. There you go. Kelly loves to talk about shipping. We can talk about
Yes,
shipping all day.
I
There
do.
are a lot of shipping opportunities out there because Pirate Ship, yeah, they have. I've been using them for my eBay store. I've been using them. Well, I've been using them for pretty much almost everything these days. But even if you don't want to do the shipping yourself, you still have the opportunity to establish an account with a prep center. If you can't do that, or if you have inventory coming in, it's too much for you to handle. So, like me, there are prep centers that are out there. Sorry, fulfillment centers that are out there that will take your inventory. I know that people are concerned about their limits with Amazon. Amazon is Amazon. And so there's limits, and because there's limits, people are like, "Ugh." So don't let that stop you. If you don't have the bandwidth in your life to deal with inventory in your house and fulfill the orders yourself, because Amazon has limits on you, then this may be the opportunity to start looking at a fulfillment center or prep center. Some of them are still taking customers. So get your accounts established. I mentioned Deliver earlier as a fulfillment center. They're fairly common. They have uh, Amazon and Walmart customers. In addition to that, and they also have some eBay customers. But I think the other one is Ship Bob is like really starting to gain some more traction. So go do a Google search. Google is your friend, and go see what other fulfillment centers you could potentially get an account established like today. Don't wait. See what they can do for you, so that you can get going. The great thing about a fulfillment center, unlike Amazon, is that you normally have a real person that you can talk to. With Amazon, you can't call the warehouses. You won't get the warehouses. You can't talk to anybody who's physically in the warehouse. Back in the day, like when I first started, like you could, like they would transfer you and you could actually get somebody, but now you cannot. For the last several years, you cannot. So, um, the prep centers, you'll be able to talk to a person, and with Deliver you actually get your own personal rep, which is good. So keep that in mind for those of you that are still shipping. So we talked about the ways to get inventory. I'm trying to think, there was another one that I meant to mention. Oh, so if you're doing drop shipping, like some of your drop ship suppliers and some of your wholesalers, you might just check with them. They may send inventory in advance and have it stored in the US, in a warehouse in the US. So some of you who have like established accounts with different wholesalers may know that. Others may not. So you probably want to do just a little bit of research. If you have a couple of wholesale accounts, reach out to your wholesale supplier and see if they have inventory locally, within the US available to you. Because if they do, that means that you don't have to worry about your stuff being on a ship if they have some inventory in their warehouse, here in the US somewhere. And they have warehouses like in different places all over the US. The other thing is, I started looking into, in the Dallas Fort Worth area, local liquidation um, pallets, because we actually have several of them here in the Dallas, and I know they have them in Houston too, where you can actually drive up to them and go see what they have on the pallets and buy a pallet at that time versus waiting for something to be shipped to you. So you might just check, just do a search, see what you have available locally, get in your car or truck, rent a truck, and go pick some stuff up and come back and start listing it. So anyway, go ahead, Kelly.
Uh, since it's the day after Halloween,
Mhm.
get the clearance.
That's
Good
right.
time to hit the clearance. That special favorite of candy that's only out this time of year. We'll go for big bucks in a little bit. Just watch your expiration dates. Um, they got the funny looking Oreos. What's that? The Pokemon Oreos are big, and the Halloween Oreos. Those will always go big. And the costumes. People use costumes year round, not just Halloween. They use it for cosplay, and maybe they need it for a play at school or something. Or, they dress up for Spirit Day at school and they want to wear a costume.
Yeah.
So costumes do good year round. And people will buy ahead for, you could still start selling Halloween stuff in the summertime, decorations and such. So look around for,
Clearance.
good, don't forget to hit the drugstores for clearance. I know that's where Tony loves to go. He loves to hit the drugstores. I like to hit the drugstores for clearance because people tend to skip over them. They want to go to Walmart and, uh, you know, I don't know,
Target.
Target. Yeah. See, I don't. And I hit the thrift stores.
There you
So
go. Well, this is what I will say. Here's a tip, and you should write this down, or you can come back and watch the replay. Um, Most of the stores, like Walmart and Target, will put their stuff on clearance. Start putting some of their stuff on clearance the day of. So if you go into a Walmart on Christmas, or you go to a Walmart today, or sorry, the 31st, you will actually see some of their candy that's already marked down. They may say 25% off. They may say 40% off. They'll mark it down. The other thing is some of the smaller stores that don't have a lot of real estate, like your CVS's and your Walgreens and your Dollar Generals and your Family Dollar. They don't have a lot of space. So they are literally going to try and clearance out as quickly as possible, or get the space cleared out as quickly as possible, all of the Halloween stuff, because they got to put Christmas in the same spot. They got to put Christmas in the same spot. Majority of the time, that's where it's going to go. So because they don't have a lot of space, you may actually get deeper discounts. And as the week progresses, or the next weekend, like the discount will go from maybe today it's 60% off, and then maybe next week it's 75, and then the following week is like 90% off. Like they want it out of there. So pay attention to that. Take advantage of those clearance. Use your cash back. Use your store cards. Take advantage of any of the deal days. So like the Dollar General has that $5 off of $25. And so if you go in there and just clean out a whole bunch of Halloween, and you get an additional $5 off, like, that's just nice. So remember that about the stores. And then the Dollar Tree, I don't know if they are still doing, I have not talked to the Dollar Tree manager in several months, but the Dollar Tree would normally the day of or the day after do 50% off of certain things for like a couple of days after the event is over. So you might just check your local Dollar Tree, just go in there and look and see if they have any Halloween, and if they're doing 50% off. Because again, Dollar Tree is $1, that's 50 cents. You can turn around and flip that and sell it next year, or you can get it and sell it now. So keep that in mind.
Oh yeah. And don't forget pumpkin spice season. I made a lot of money with pumpkin spice coffee I found on clearance at the Kroger last year, and I sold it Merch of a Field in like June. So keep watching out for those. Those, everyone likes their pumpkin spice, and some likes people pumpkin spice all year round. So stock up on that when you see. I think I paid $2 a bag when I found, and I just dumped it into my car. People are looking at me crazy, like, what's this lady doing?
There you go. Well, I know that there's a lot of news that we have not covered since August, September, and October. There is so much news. So I'm going to grab a few articles real quick, and we can talk about them.
I know eBay had their fall seller update.
Okay.
And there's some stuff in there that a lot of sellers are not happy with. Like they want to start this new pay-per-click ad thing. I'm like, really? I don't want to pay for a click when I don't know I'm going to get a sale. I don't mind paying to promote because that means I only pay when I get a sale, but I'm not going to pay when I don't know I'm going to get a sale.
There you go. All
You know,
right, so
you
I'm
have a
closing some
budget.
windows.
You have when you're you have a budget. You have you're a small business. You don't have the funds that Walmart and everyone in Amazon has to throw money at ads that you might get some sales from.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I will say this: if you find some amazing inventory, and I use Amazon as my basis for a lot of my product research. But remember that we're now in a multifaceted, multi-channel world where people will look on other platforms. Yes, Amazon is still king. Yes, Amazon people are still going to Amazon to look for different things. But don't just limit yourself to what you find on Amazon as your source, as your platform to sell on. And if you're not approved to be able to sell, certain brands, don't let that stop you from selling those items on other platforms. Explore the other platforms. I'm going to give you an example. A lot of people don't know this about eBay. So eBay, you have an opportunity to do an integration with eBay to send your listings from eBay over to Bonanza. And from Bonanza, you can send your listings over to Google Shopping. So that means that just by listing on eBay, you could have your products listed automatically and synced up on 3 different platforms. That's a big deal. Like, that is a really big deal. So, don't just think about, oh, I can't sell something on Amazon. Okay? Don't think like that.
Yes, and you can also use like List Perfectly or Venmo and other sites that help you cross post from eBay onto Poshmark and to Mercari and to Depop and to Citizen onto Grailed and there's Etsy. There's lots of other sites to branch out onto.
Yep. So keep that in mind. So I am going to share a few articles that I am seeing. And let me just share my screen. I have a lot of stuff up, guys, because I'm doing a lot of stuff. So I didn't close things
Yes, she usually has
before.
about 50 tabs going.
I probably have about 50 tabs going. She's not lying. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. All right. So we're going to start with the first. I don't know what the article is. I just opened like a whole bunch of them. I just went across at the top. So let me. Okay. So we have Home Depot hires, and this was like at the beginning of October, hires Walmart delivery drivers to drop off paint and more at the customers' doors. So for those that don't know, like Walmart has the delivery, and if you have a Walmart Plus card, you can get free delivery. I use it. I've been taking advantage of it. Trust me. And so it's interesting that Home Depot and Walmart would have sort of this partnership, and that you can buy things from Home Depot and Walmart will do the delivery for you. I think that's very interesting. For those that are doing retail arbitrage, again, if there's certain things that you're buying, this may be an opportunity for you to figure out, how you can get more done in less time. Maybe you could use Walmart to, do a double stop for you, and not only bring you your things for retail arbitrage, but also bring you inventory from Home Depot if you're sourcing. Because Home Depot has clearance, Home Depot has things on sale. So there's just so many opportunities. So I would, don't overlook that opportunity to get some stuff from Home Depot while you're buying from Walmart. The next one is that Kraft Heinz is talking about, people have to get prepared for higher food prices. Well, it's not just going to be higher food prices. There's going to be higher prices for all products. So all of us, including you, we all have to start making adjustments to whatever our budget situation is for the investment in inventory. You probably need to do an adjustment to adjust whatever your spending goals are or spending budget is to invest in inventory, maybe increase it by 3 to 5 or 10%, just so you can account for that. And you should increase it anyway, because of the fact that you're having to deal with increased shipping. So you've got shipping, meaning shipping it to your customer, or the shipping prices with USPS, and so on and so forth. And then you have the higher cost of goods. So you need to factor that into your business. At the end of every year, ecom sellers, we've been doing it for so long as I can remember, a
Mm-hmm.
year in kind of planning session where we kind of talk about some of those things. And so we'll be talking about this particular topic. You need to make an adjustment to your planning budget. So be on the lookout for that upcoming session that's normally at the end of the year. Then I saw this article. I thought it was pretty interesting, and also maybe frustrating. So the IRS will start taking certain money transfer apps, um, for app users. So I pay some of the people who help me in my business using apps. I'm sure some of you do as well. And then we all use apps, like people buy stuff from us on Macari or Poshmark or whatever platform. So I think, there's a bigger conversation here, that they're going to be paying attention. If you earn up to $600 in a year, mm, that is something that is happening or that they're looking into. I think there was more on this. And Kelly, do you have some more on what the IRS is planning on doing, like trying to get into our bank accounts? I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that they're going to expand the IRS so that uh, anytime you'll get your bank has to notify them anytime you make uh, you make like a deposit of over $600, or you pay over $600
Mm,
to something. So paying your mortgage, paying your rent, paying your, I don't know if you have a really fancy car, paying your car payment, if you have a Tesla or something, I guess. Paying, I don't know, you buy a TV, you buy a computer, that's usually over $600, or you get paid, you get a paycheck, or you make a big sale on, say if you have eBay, and so your payments come once a week, and you have a
yeah.
really good week on eBay, and it's say $2,000 a week on eBay, they'll get notified with that, so.
It's going to be interesting. If
Mhm.
those of you that are not doing the accounting or not necessarily reporting everything or whatever the case may be, it's going to get interesting for you. So just,
Yep. A lot of people
know,
think that 20,000, it used to be, eBay wouldn't send you a tax
1090.
form
Mm-hmm.
until you had 20K in sales, or 200 something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so people thought that meant you didn't have to pay taxes on until you got that, and it's like, no, you got to pay taxes on the first dollar you sell. So you have to make sure that you are uh, doing it correctly, or the IRS be like, hey, wait a minute,
And that's another reason why it's so important for you to have a separate business account. I mean, if you're
Mm-hmm.
still commingling your funds and you're using your regular checking account or savings account or whatever to run your e-commerce business, you really need to separate that and have a separate business account, because there's nothing like, and trust me, I had it happen back in 2008, or yeah, I think it was 8 or 10, the IRS seizing your bank account.
Mm.
It was a
Yeah.
long time ago, and there's a video out here that I've already talked about it. But the point is, I learned a lot the hard way. So you need to make sure you separate your accounts. I don't know, one, two. I have a few different separated business accounts. So separate them from your regular house account, because there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing like it. Trust me, I've already gone through it. That was many years ago, over 10 years ago, but 11 years ago, but still. All right, so this article is the idolatry is officially dead. This is not new news, but it did happen. So, Dollar Tree had not raised their prices for almost, I think the article I read was like some almost 18 or some years. I don't know what the number is. But in any case, you're going to start seeing more things that are like $1.25 and $1.50 because they had not been raising their prices.
Yeah, they
So
have a whole section now that's like they sell Dollar Tree Plus, and it has like $2 section, $3 section, $5 section, $10 section. So, you know, Dollar Tree isn't always just a dollar anymore. So if your kids are bringing some stuff at the Dollar Tree and they're from another aisle, you better make sure that it's not from the $5 section or something, or you'll be getting surprised
at the
at the gas
checkout.
register. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And here's the other thing. Um, and some of it is I know about the Dollar Tree Plus because they rolled that out last year. But the extra 25 cents or the extra 50 cents, that'll throw you off at the register. Because in your mind, y'all buy four things and it's $4. Like, no, they'll say $5. You just look at them sideways and go, what do you mean $5? So, again, they're raising prices beyond just the plus stuff that's in that separate section. Throughout the store, you're going to start seeing those changes. So just be prepared for that. Dollar Tree on Tuesday. So there you go, $1.25, $1.50. And there's another store. What is that store called?
The 99-cent only store?
Not that well, the 99-cent only store has definitely been more than 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a lot that's 99 cents in the store,
Mm-hmm.
but they have a lot of stuff that's $1.99, $2.99, $3.99. So they're fairly uniform and consistent. Every once in a while you'll see something like for $1.49 or something like that, but they don't do a lot of like randomness. There's a pretty much a uniform. Either it's a something 99 or it's something 49, meaning so they do pretty good about that. But I was trying to think if there's other store, the Japanese Dollar Tree version of the store, Daiso. So Daiso is the Japanese version of the Dollar Tree. If you don't have any, we have some here where I live in Texas, and it's spelled Daiso, I think. There might be a C in there somewhere, but anyway, they have stuff for $1, and they also have things for like $1.25, $1.50. So I feel like that there's going to be some similarities there with Daiso. Now, Daiso is a straight, like the entire store is pretty white, like all of everything, the shelves, the floors, the walls, the ceiling are all white. Whereas the Dollar Tree is like some kind of taupe brownish color, and they have different so you can tell the stark difference when you walk into the stores. It's like walking into a Walmart versus walking into a Target. You're walking into a Target because the look and feel is different. Same thing with the Daiso. The look and feel is different. Okay, so the next one. So what's this one? So Twitter debuts a new ad. Okay, so Twitter is working to push e-commerce. They're revamping their algorithm ahead of the e-commerce push. So those of you that are selling, like some people have decided a long time ago that Twitter's not worth putting ads on, but clearly there's still an audience there. There's still a group of people who are on Twitter all the time. I never really got into Twitter. Only time I hear about it is when somebody tweets about something that happened. So, but in any case, evidently there's going to be some e-commerce marketing activity and e-commerce selling of products on Twitter. So again, if you're selling products, that might be an opportunity for you to look into it, especially if you know Twitter, you're well versed in it, you understand how to use it. I am not.
Well, with Twitter, you can really go down and really target market with using hashtags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to target market with your hashtags, and say you have some, I don't know, some motorcycle stuff, and you can hashtag motorcycle biker, and so that it really gets to those people who might be more interested in buying that item than just on just listing it on eBay or listing it on Amazon or whatever.
There you go. The other thing, Instagram, of course, lots of hashtags there too. So both of those, if you're selling, but evidently Twitter is changing their algorithm. So yes, hashtags for sure. So next article, Amazon copy products and rigged search results to promote its own brands and documents show. Well, I don't know that I'm surprised by that at all. This is a Reuters investigates. This is an older article, so I don't know how old this article is. I mean, it's like, it was sorry, October the 13th. So for those, if you're interested in this, you can do a search on Reuters, and you can see what Amazon. I have. We've known for a while that Amazon, if there's a great product that's doing really well, that was a private label product, and the private label sellers have done a fantastic job of marketing it. Of course, Amazon has access to that data to see how many clicks, how many views, how many sales, how many, everything, how many times people return it, customer feedback. They have all, because it's on their platform. So of course, just like Walmart, because Walmart does the same thing, they will copy a product and put it under their own brand name. You see it all the time in Walmart. Walmart is flat out, straightforward with it. Like, you'll see some Allegra, and then you'll see Walmart's version of Allegra, or you'll see, you'll see, I don't know, there'll be like, I don't know, some bacon bits, and you'll see Walmart's version of bacon bits. Like, so that's not new. So Amazon evidently, has gone to court behind that, or was taken to court behind it. So just a very interesting article, maybe worth the read. Go check it out. Reuters. This one is for those who are, there's a lot of things that people want to sell that are cannabis related and or cannabis themselves. So cannabis accessories, some people get away with selling those on some platforms, and some platforms don't want the accessories, like, the pipe, the whatever else. They don't want that on their platform. And then there are those that they won't let you sell any type of cannabis related anything, gummies, recipes, whatever. So there is a e-commerce platform that is being built for those of you that want to sell Dutchie. Want to sell your cannabis related products and accessories. So you might want to look into that and, see what you can do with it. This article is from October the 14th. So I know that there's a lot of people that want to sell their cannabis related products. So just know that there's a platform being built for you. So there's a list of the best toys for 2021, according to kids. So I'm very curious. Continue the story. Okay, so we did have Raya. That movie came out. I will tell you, that does not surprise me. So I've always said what movies are coming out this year. If you have not listened to me ever, you will, if you go back and listen to anything I've ever said, I always say what movies are coming out this year, because those movies will always move. I mean, those toys will always move. So Raya does not surprise me, because kids have been at home, some of them, and they have been playing with the toys. This is a Play-Doh version of the Easy Bake Oven, sort of. That doesn't surprise me. Unicorn. Oh my gosh, this is a fur real sweet jammin' corn unicorn interactive plush light up toy. So yeah, that's cute. Let me close this. This thing is still moving. The Jeep. Not everybody's going to get that, so I just can't see. Yeah, there's going to be a certain group, a segment of the population that's going to spend $369 for a Jeep that their child will only be able to ride on once. Okay, let's just be honest about it. The child will ride. You will spend $369. Little Timmy will ride it 4 times, and then you'll be like, okay, now I got to go sell this on eBay or sell it on some, Facebook Marketplace. Somebody else can come get it. So, the other toys that they had, Legos Marvel Avengers, the Endgame Final Battle Collection, Paw Patrol. That doesn't surprise me. Paw Patrol had a movie this year. Star Wars, a Galactic Snacking. I don't know what that is.
Grogu. That's Baby Yoda.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm used to saying Baby Yoda. Batman. So Batman is coming out this year, right? Isn't he coming out this year at the end of the year? I gotta go look. So. All-terrain Batman remote control vehicle. So again, I always pay attention to movies that are, playing over and over again online, or that are coming out, or who that came out. So the rest of this list, sorry, we didn't read the words. So we got the Crayola Creative Fun Double Easel, Kinetic Sun. That the kinetic sand is always popular. VTech Kitty Zoom print can, digital camera, and printer. Okay. I could see that being popular. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of parents going, stop using up my ink. No, you go print on your own thing. I say that all the time to my son Tony because he always wants to print something. I'm like, no, I need that ink to be able to print labels. Stop printing on my printer. Then we have Magic Mixie's Magical Misting Cauldron. Okay, I'd have to go look at that. VTech Hover Pup Dance. That's a learning toy. Follow learning toy. And then Fisher Price 4-in-1 Ultimate Sand Learning Bot. Oh, sorry, Ultimate Learning Bot. Okay, so you can take a look at that. So some more Fisher Price. Fisher Price. I don't even know what this is. Bounce.
Bounce sensational.
Yeah. Bouncer. It's evidently, I'm sure that's a baby bouncer, but you guys can go look that up. Flybar battery powered bumper car. Kryptonics. Is that what that says? Kryptonics. Complete cruiser.
Yeah.
Skateboard. Okay. And then the Halo Rise Above Supreme Big Wheel Scooter. So, yeah, this is what Walmart says are the most popular toys. I'm sure that there's some more if you dig into the article a little bit more. You might also see what Amazon says are the top toys. That might be an interesting read. I don't know what this article is, so I'm sure it is. Oh, okay, stores are offering back Black Friday deals to encourage early holiday shopping. So what does that mean to you? That means that you need to get your stuff listed. You need to go take your death pile. You need to list it. You need to go list whatever you've got in your garage. You need to list stuff that you haven't even touched. Like you just need to purge your house and go list. That's what you need to do. You need to list on multiple platforms. Walmart Plus members get first dibs on Black Friday deals, which will start in early November. So again, I've already seen the little pop up. I saw it in October for the Black Friday deals. So, but I'm sure that the Black Friday deals at this point have been published. So I know Best Buy published theirs and so on and so forth. So that's not a surpriser. I don't know what this article is. So I don't know what video is about to start playing. Okay, so America isn't running out of everything just because of the supply chain crisis. America is running out of everything because Americans are buying too much stuff. I would agree.
Yeah, it's like everyone was buying up all the toilet paper at the beginning of the pandemic, but only because someone said, I think they might be getting low on toilet paper, and then there was panic buying of toilet paper, and then people end up with enough toilet paper for 3 years, and they didn't need to buy that much toilet paper.
Yeah, there was panic buying on gas too. There was like panic buying on a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so there's a new mobile. This is actually in my neck of the woods. So I thought this was very interesting. So there's going to be some entrepreneurs that are going to take advantage of this. So let's just put it out into the universe. You're not the only one. Like they're not the only ones that can do this. Some of you have enough inventory, have enough resources, and have enough know-how to be able to do this. You could launch this tomorrow in your own community. So this is called, there's an app that was created called Santa App, and the truck is called the Santa Truck. And they literally have a bunch of inventory on this Santa app. To me, it feels like the Amazon Treasure Truck. Was it? Yeah, that's what it, yeah, that's what it feels like to me. But anyway, they get notifications on things that they can buy on this app, and then this truck will drive around and deliver this crap to you. Okay, and this is in my neck of the woods. I live in Collin County, so I just thought this was really, really interesting that this truck is driving around delivering. So the first thing, develop the app, guys. Some of y'all have a whole bunch of inventory and you just be creative. Some of you actually have trucks, or maybe you have the money to buy a truck. They have painted the truck on the outside and it says Santa Truck. And it's got the red and it's got some white and green, but it's also got some other colors on it. So they want to be around for a very long time, but it feels a lot like the Amazon Treasure Truck. So I just thought this was so interesting.
I just want to say, don't forget about Mercari Local now.
Yeah.
People, Uber drivers are the ones delivering from Mercari Local. I had to explain to some Uber drivers. Like, I understand going to people's houses and picking up stuff. I'm like, it's probably Mercari Local. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, Mercari Local is where people will pay a little extra when they buy something off Mercari to be ordered and pick to be shipped out and delivered the same day. So it will go to someone. I have stuff delivered on Macari Local. If someone ordered from me, it'd be picked up from my house and delivered to that other person's house the same day. I don't have to wait to ship it. They don't have to wait for me to go ship it. They don't have to wait for it to be delivered by the shipping. It's delivered by an Uber driver.
There you go. So I just thought this was interesting. I'm confident that we're going to see more and more of these stories because again, there's some people who have a whole warehouse of inventory and they want to get rid of it. So if you find your target audience or you know your community, and I will tell you, Collin County, there's a lot of people who have a lot of money in Collin County that like two of the best places to live are in Collin County, meaning these cities. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Okay. Then we have a Shopify and Microsoft team up to help merchants reach more shoppers. Shopify has been building partnerships with a bunch of, like, they've teamed up with the Microsoft team, they've teamed up with Google, they've teamed up with a bunch of them just to help sellers. So this is what I will say. I just did a Shopify, what I'm still doing it, the Shopify course for the India sourcing team. And we actually created 20 plus Shopify stores in one night. We were online for about 4.5 hours. We got the stores, we got the pictures loaded, we got the products added. And we're going to be doing this again in December. So if you are a person that's been wanting to get a Shopify store up, I want to encourage you to join us. We're going to be creating Shopify stores in real time so that by the time the end of the class is over, and ours is longer than this. I think her series is 4 weeks. Ours is longer than that. But you will have a Shopify store up and running because we are stepping through. Each person's going to do their homework and then come back to class and we will actually build the store. And then we will show each other screens and all of that. So I'm excited about that. Shopify is a great platform to sell products. You just have to learn how to drive traffic. But if you know your target audience, you can put that product in front of them and they'll buy all day. So if you're interested in the Shopify course, it is coming up again. And you'll have the opportunity to build a Shopify store that you will have that will be operational before the end of class. Okay. And I think we had class 1, class 2, they had Shopify stores by class 2. So 20 plus. I'm waiting for them to send me some pictures because I did not take the pictures at the time. Okay. So I don't know. Google bets on social commerce. I agree that Google's going to bet on social commerce. So they are saying the Mattel shrugs off holiday concerns. Okay. All right. Evidently, they have maybe some backlog of inventory. I knew this was going to start. I didn't know when it was going to start, but it's starting now, Kelly. So I'm just going to check I always have to check my oxygen sats to see where I am when my lungs decide they're going to do something different. So yeah, just a minute. We'll make it. All right. So the next one is for those of you that are doing print on demand, you need to right now get with the program because evidently the ugly sweaters are stuck on a boat somewhere. And because the ugly sweaters are stuck on a boat somewhere, there's a bunch of people that are going to be looking for Christmas sweaters. So the thing I want to encourage you to do is if you are a print on demand person, and again, you don't have to buy designs, you can make your own design. Take advantage of this opportunity to steal some customers from this particular market. Because people love ugly sweaters. There's so many people that love ugly sweaters. And with print on demand, you can put a specific person's picture on the sweater, which is great. So I would do that for sure.
And or go to thrift stores. I found one yesterday at the Goodwill. I wouldn't call it an ugly Christmas sweater. It's a Christmas sweater. It's really, I thought it was pretty. So I went ahead. I already listed it today. I was going to list it last night, but my power went out.
Ah,
So, so I listed this afternoon after church. So, um, I
there you
listed,
go.
I listed today.
There you go. Okay. So, small business grant opportunities are still out there for women and for minorities. You just have to go look for them. I want to encourage people to do that. And last but not least, because we are on the tail end of this, so Macy's is unveiling their Black Friday deals, but again, this was from the 25th. So basically, what I want to say is pretty much every store has their Black Friday deals already out or published somewhere, and all you have to do is research them. The thing you want to be able to pay attention to is you just want to make sure that you're paying attention to the pricing. Do a little research on the popularity of whatever that particular thing is, and then come back and maybe grab some of those Black Friday deals and then flip them after Black Friday's over. Especially if they're flash sales that are only available for like a 2 hour window or something like that. Take advantage of that. That's money for you, money for your business, and it's a great opportunity. All right, so I know I went through a bunch of articles. Let me stop sharing that. Let me go back to here. So I knew the coughing fit was coming. So the last thing I do want to say before we get off of here, Kelly, thank you for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate you. I have missed you so much. I really have. So what I do want to say is this week and next week, we're going to have a couple of workshops that we want you guys to come check out with us. I don't know that we have the graphics for them yet, but we do have a workshop on bundles where we're going to actually put together a bundle real time in the workshop. And so we want to encourage you to come check it out. And then also a workshop on Facebook Marketplace, selling your products on Facebook Marketplace. You may also see another one on Let's Talk About Sourcing and Let's Talk About Black Friday Prep. You know, we've always done Black Friday Prep. So, we just want to help you all to be successful. And like I said, I will probably give you a little bit of insight on my journey as I try to recover my business in the middle of this insanity that is try to recover from COVID. So, with that being said, this has been another episode of the eCom Sellers Podcast. My name is Nicole Whitlock.
I'm Kelly, the eCom Mom Ward.
There you go. And I am grateful for Kelly. And we are here every Monday when there's nothing major going on. Uh, we have missed you guys very much. We're here every Monday to give you some e-commerce news, tips, and more. So come back and check us out. And later on this week, definitely come check out our workshops. We'll be broadcasting them live on our Facebook page. And next week, you'll see some too as well. And look out for our Shopify workshop and sign up for our year-end planning. All right, we'll say goodbye for now.
Bye.